Right, I've just got this new microelectric hand drill from Banggood, and this is a bit of a review on it today. It's a variable speed electric hand drill, and it's 220 volts and 72 watts. It comes in this nice plastic box which is well padded with the details inside of the actual machine, and it comes with this variable speed speed control unit, plus a chuck key and all these accessories. The speed control unit is 2-pin, and I've plugged it into one of the shaving type plugs which is fused for safety. And the speed control unit has a light on the top here with the actual speed control knob on the top, and this simply plugs into the back of the drill like that, and then on the drill you have the on-off switch, and you have forward, off and reverse. The forward section of the drill is made of aluminium, and the back is a tough ABS plastic. The chuck is a Sanu chuck, which is very good quality, and it's 0.6 to 6mm, so it can actually take those size drills. And from the onset, I'd just like to say that this is excellent value for money. It's under $20 to buy. It's $19.99 at the moment, which is really good for a microelectric drill like this one. I do have a Dremel as well, and this is just as good, I think. And I have found with this one that when using it for long periods of time, it doesn't actually get hot like the Dremel. With my Dremel tool, I have to use it for, say, a period of time. If you're doing a long period, it get quite hot, and then you have to let it cool down. But this one seems to stay cool. And it's quite surprising when you actually look at the tool, because the motor is fully enclosed. There's no air vents at all, but it does stay cooler than the Dremel. I would think it's because it's got slower speeds than the Dremel. That's the top speed, and that's the lowest speed, and it does actually look like it is going slower than the Dremel. And it is actually slower. I've just looked on the Banggood listing, and it says 5,000 to 8,000 RPM. Which is perfect for all different kinds of work. It's excellent for drilling. And you see there the motor stopped a couple of times in that solid aluminium, and that's because the drill was clogged. So it's a really good indication when to pull the drill out and put it back in again. Plus it's excellent speeds to use for all these other tools. Plus, when you're drilling into aluminium or any other metal really, it is actually best to use some form of cutting fluid. So you get 33 pieces in the tools with it, and you have cutting discs, both large and small. There's two large ones, and then there's 5 small ones. You have 4 or 5 little grinding tools, a couple of brushes, a plastic brush and a brass brush, and then you have the mandrel for the abrasive wheels here, and the fittings for the actual felt mop for polishing or whatever. Plus you have these drills and a diamond tool here. So some of these accessories came in this box here, and the drill and this handle part here came in a separate bag in the box. The handle connects to the micro drill at the back there. Just slip the ends there into the 2 holes and it springs together, and then you can hang the tool up for use with like a flexible shaft or whatever, or just for hanging up at the end of the day. And one thing I really like about rotary tools like this is the use of stainless steel wire brushes for cleaning tools up. I bought this tool here, which is a lovely British made square, and it's covered in a fine surface rust, and it has a maker's name on one side. Now you could actually use wet and dry or whatever, or even wire wool to clean it up, but it makes short work of the cleaning if you use these wire brushes which you get on Banggood. They're stainless steel wire brushes, and they're the same as the Dremel type, the expensive type, but much cheaper. And you can get various different sizes. I think this one's about 25mm in diameter. Then you can get these cup ones here, plus you can get a thinner cup ones, or ones like this one here. I don't know what you call that shape there. Plus you can get them in brass and the plastic ones. These are good for cleaning out grease in small motors or whatever, or dust on the armature or whatever. And I've just refurbished a Black & Decker drill, and I used the plastic type for the first time to actually get into the gearbox right down in underneath, and that to actually get out the clogged up grease in that gearbox. And there's that part cleaned up, and it hasn't damaged the maker's name mark at all. And they're great for going around things like screws where you can't get wire wool into the diameter there. So they're great for actually cleaning up all different types of small tools like this. And the actual wire brushes don't last long, but they're very low cost, and you can get quite a few of them for a few pounds. Much cheaper than the actual Dremel type ones, but they're just as good quality because I've just used both of them, so I know, and I've looked at the way they're made, and they're exactly the same. So I'll see if I can find the link for these wire brushes, and I'll put that below with the link for this tool. So overall, I think it's excellent value for money. It's a nice heavy tool, forward weighted, and I think it's absolute brilliant for what it is and for the money. And if you go on the Banggood listing and have a look at the feedback underneath, you'll see how pleased people are with this tool.